Okay, so today's question is I am super stressed about everything. How do I keep calm? I'm Sarah Clark, the founder of Fab Fertile and your host. I'm a fertility expert and support couples to get pregnant naturally or improve their chances at the fertility clinic with their own eggs. I'll be answering your questions so that you don't waste time and you can fast track your chances of pregnancy success. Okay, so today's question is I am super stressed about everything. How do I keep calm? Obviously, when we're on the fertility journey, the fertility journey can impact all aspects of our life, and from our relationships to our career to our joy to our friendships to relationships, all of it, right? Many times we actually stay places longer than what we should based on when we want to have our child. We could be staying at a career that no longer serves us, but we're either, if there's coverage for fertility treatment, we may stay there longer than necessary, or we may stay there because we want to then go on maternity leave and we don't want to switch jobs. So the job piece can be staying there. Our relationships, we start to have compassion fatigue for ourselves. Our friends start to have compassion fatigue where you're like, you guys are still on this journey? Like, what do we say to the person anymore? Like, what do your friends and family say if you've been trying for a number of years, right? People just compassion fatigue. And then also like with your joy, you feel stuck while everyone else, seemingly is moving on with their life, where the moment you started trying for your child is when you became a parent, and you want to expand your family now. It doesn't matter what age you're at. And so being super, first of all, is to recognize that, this freaking journey is hard, and to like give yourself some grace on it, that it's hard. And if you're like me, type A, let's keep going, and you're like pushing along, you got the research hat on, and you're moving along, kind of step back and go, wait a minute, where can I slow down? Where's one spot that I can slow down right now? And when someone says to me, slow down, I'm like, what do you mean? I got to keep going. I must push forward. And now I know actually to push forward and to move forward, I actually need to take a few steps back to do what fills me up. Be it for me, I like reading and yoga and meditation and walking in nature and hanging out with my husband and seeing my girlfriends, like all those things where if you get caught up in things and then you don't really realize what it is you need. Maybe I want to binge some, junk reality TV, not all the time, because that then makes me not good. But if, once in a while you're doing that, that's good. Selling Sunset, I'm kind of having a moment on that one right now. But it's like, what fills you up and what makes you happy, and to recognize that this journey is hard, and you don't need to be some just a person that just keeps going, and you can take a step back. You can ask for help. You can ask, as they say, the hashtag self-care, but like self-care is not selfish. I remember years ago saying to my friend, I'm like, I've got to put myself first or everyone else around me is going down. And she was like, that's weird. Why would you put yourself first? And then years later, she came back to me. She's like, Sarah, you were right on that. And I'm like, yeah, like it does sound like, wait a minute, why would I do that? And I think a lot of us now know this, like it's important to put the oxygen mask on first, to put yourself first. But, when you're in the middle of a struggle, sometimes we can't see what it is we need. So first, way to change is actually awareness, to see your patterns. What are you doing? Times of stress, what do you do? Do you retreat? Do you speed up? Do you withdraw? Do you withdraw from people when, in times of struggle? Connection is often what we need. So first step, acknowledge that this is hard, that it's hard, that this is what, that you're going through this. It impacts all aspects of your life. And where do you take one step back to really slow down and honor the journey that you're on? Thanks so much for being here. If you've got a question that you want answered, simply go to Fab Fertile Inc. on Instagram, send me a DM, and we will answer your question on an upcoming show. That's Fab Fertile Inc. and send me a DM. And please refer to our disclaimer below. Take care.